welcome back. For today's practice, I wanted us to do a meditation. So I'll guide us through some breathing practices. And pranayama, also known as breath work, is a really good practice to start working with before you go into labor. Anytime throughout pregnancy, it can be a very helpful tool. Definitely, there's certain breath practices that we want to do during pregnancy and others that we want to stay away from. For example, Kapalabhati is one. Breath of fire, skull shining, we wouldn't want to do. But we won't be doing any of those today. So the reason breath practice is really important is it helps us calm down the nervous system, and it will also help us in labor. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. You can sit in a chair, you can sit on a yoga ball, you can sit on the floor if it's comfortable enough for you to get up and down. But you want to make sure that if you're seated in a chair, that your feet can be nice and flat on the earth. And that your spine is nice and long. Allow the crown of your head to reach tall and the shoulders to relax. Allow there to be a sense of rootedness, a grounding through the pelvis and the sit bones. Noticing all the places that your body makes contact with the earth and the gentle pressure of the earth supporting you. Allow yourself to close the eyes if they aren't already. And gently resting the upper lid on the lower lid. Rest the palms gently in your lap. And begin to tune into your natural breathing, just the natural rhythm of your breath. We'll begin with a parasympathetic breath. So as we engage in this breathing practice, it will help us move into the rest and digest aspect of our nervous system rather than the fight or flight. So the way we do that is we want the inhale to be a count of 4, and then we want the exhale to be twice as long, a count of 8. Now, if that is too long for you on either end, we're going to shorten it. We can move it to 3 on the inhale and 6 on the exhale, but go ahead and allow yourself to take a nice deep breath in and open mouth exhale. Preparing for breath, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, exhale 8. Inhale 4, exhale 8. Inhale 4. Exhale 8. Continue on your own. Go ahead and complete the round that you're on. So we'll move on to our next breath practice. You can begin to open the eyes so you can return to the room. And we'll use a mudra for this next breath practice. A mudra is basically a hand gesture that sends energy to a certain part of the body. And for this practice, it's called moon breath, Chandra breath in Sanskrit. If you're familiar with Nadi Shodhana, then you might be familiar with this mudra. So we'll take the index finger and the middle finger to the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. And then the thumb comes to the right nostril. So this is my right hand, right thumb to right nostril. And then pinky, right pinky comes to left nostril. And so it's a little different. Chandra breath is a little different than Nadi Shodhana. We're going to breathe in every inhale through the left nostril, and we're going to exhale every breath out through the right nostril. So the way that works is you take the mudra here, and we'll take a clearing breath out. Plug the right nostril, inhale through the left. Plug the left with the pinky, release the thumb, and exhale out the right. Then we begin again. Inhale left. Exhale right. Now, if you have a stuffy nose, you might simply alternate palms. So every time you're inhaling through the left, you'll open the left palm. Then you'll close the left palm and open the right palm when you're exhaling out the right. And you'll still feel that energy flow. So you choose either doing the mudra with the hands resting in the lap, or you can take the mudra up to the forehead. And we'll begin together. So go ahead and exhale. Inhale through the left. Exhale out the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. If you want to add the counting, you can breathe in for 3 or 4. And exhale for 6 or 8. Continue on your own. So go ahead and complete that round you're on. Our final practice for today will be not counting, not so much to do with the breathing, but we will still use the breath as an anchor. We will practice with a mantra. So, mantra roughly translates to mind tool. And I personally love to use mantras because they really help us to quiet the mind, as described, mind tool. So, it's a tool to quiet the mind so that we could spend more time in the deeper layers of ourself. We spend so much time in our minds. So, this is a nice way to help us kind of get out of that and disrupt that natural mind stream of consciousness that we find ourselves in pretty often. So for this practice, the mantra is So Hum, SOHUM. And on the inhale, we'll either say to ourselves or aloud, so, and on the exhale, hum. And what that roughly translates to is, I am that, or that is my essential nature. And it just helps us to tune into a deeper layer of self. So you might close the eyes once again. And as you inhale, so. And as you exhale, hum. So hum. You might take one more deep breath. Thank you for meditating with me. Namaste.